You said, quote, we're going to have our hands full with China. And so just two questions. What kind of a time frame are you thinking things might start to really happen in that direction? And can you just paint a few scenarios of the sort of things that you think might happen when we have our hands full with China so we know what we can look forward to?
Yeah. Yeah. I think when you think about China at this point in time, there are three situations that stand out. One is Taiwan. Two is the South China Sea, which has been in the newspaper a great deal over the past few months. Chinese basically claim that they control all the South China Sea, and as you know, they're building airfields on reefs in the Spratly Islands, and we've told them that's unacceptable, and their neighbors, the Vietnamese, the Philippines, think that's unacceptable. So the South China Sea is a potential flashpoint. Taiwan is a second flashpoint. And the third flashpoint, which was in the news earlier this year and for much of 2013 and 2014, are those rocks in the East China Sea. The Japanese call them the Senkaku Islands. The Chinese call them the Diao Islands. As I was saying to you folks before, I was in Japan in December of last year, December 2014. And it's really quite amazing how worried the Japanese are about China. And part of it is sort of for realpolitik reasons, but it's also because the Chinese say those islands, which the Japanese consider to be sacred territory, really belong to China. And the Japanese are greatly fearful that as China gets more powerful, it'll take those islands. So those are the three main flashpoints at the time. There are other possible scenarios that we worry about. The Korean Peninsula is one, because the Chinese are allied with the North Koreans. We're allied with the South Koreans. China and India, they have a border conflict. So we go on and on. But those are the big three. Now, your question about the time frame is an excellent one. I used to say that it'll take another 10, 15 years before China becomes powerful enough for this problem to manifest itself. I'm not sure about that. I think it's possible. It's not likely. I'm choosing my words carefully. I think it's possible that you could have a conflict involving the United States and China over the South China Sea or over the Senkaku/Diao Islands in the next year or so. I mean, those problems are on the front burner, and it's basically a zero-sum game. I mean, either the Chinese own the Senkaku-Diao Islands or the Japanese do. So we could have trouble out there much sooner than I have anticipated up to now.